Today, let's talk about the very interesting email that Insta360 has sent me in my email box. It's about a questionnaire that Insta360 marketing team actually want to know about the creators, how they really feel about the Insta360 One R or One X, the series camera. And this questionnaire focuses on the One R, and after 3 minutes of survey, you're gonna get a $15 voucher for the Insta360 store. Let's talk about the positive and negative side and what I was thinking about this questionnaire. I always want a better camera in the future. So which camera do you have? I have lots of Insta360 camera. I was following the JK from the very beginning when they released the Insta360 One. Should I have one? I have an Evo, I have One X2, One X, One R, and for the One R, all of the modules. I was even involved in some of the accessory development, co-design with Yulan. So which Insta360 One R mod do you have? Yeah, I have all of them. Which mod do you use often? In my opinion, the Insta360 company is very good at providing the customer the 360 content in a very pleasant way. So I use the 360 mode most often, and later is a 1-inch Leica mode. In which scenarios do you often use your One R 360 mode? Please select all the supply. I'm not an extreme action sportsman, so I use the Insta360 camera in my daily life. During I was outdoor reaction, hiking and camping, during cycling, during travel, and I use the most in my daily life. I want to capture my daily life, and some I don't, and others specify is dinner. You know, I love to take 360 dinner shot a lot, and I also love eating a lot. Okay, in which scenario do you often use your 1 R 1-inch Leica mode? Please select all that apply. So for the 1-inch Leica mode, it's kind of like different for me compared with the 360 mode. I can use that in most of the case. I use that in my daily life, outdoor reactions, and for that, I often use that to shot star lapse, because the preset, the time lapse, and the imaging quality is pretty good. What made you purchase the 1 R 1-inch edition or more to choose up to 3 options? So the reason why I purchased the Insta360 One R 1-inch Leica mode is that first, it has a very good low light performance. Although the aperture is only f3.2, but considering the size of the image sensor, the f3.2 is equivalent to around f2.0 in the 1/2.3-inch sensors. And yeah, the 1-inch sensor. Actually, the 1-inch sensor is the same with the 5.3K resolution, because the 1 R 1-inch Leica mode was designed to be, if you buy the 1-inch sensor from Sony, that is 5.3K resolution. And that is not the best sensor from Sony. There is an image sensor without DRAM. Because the startups is just so intuitive, such easy to use. Which do you dislike about the 1-inch mode? What do you dislike about the 1-inch edition of the 1-inch mode? Up to 3 options. Yeah. First time when I purchased the 1-inch Leica mode, I'm kind of like excited, but when I try to shot a lot of photos and videos, I'm kind of like disappointed with some of the features. The most dislike, the most negative comment about 1-inch Leica mode is the minimum focal distance. Only could capture everything in focus after around 17 or even more to your subject. The 1-inch Leica mode has even bigger FOV compared with 4K mode. It's like a fisheye lens that just cannot capture the scenes in the very super close. So when you're vlogging with Leica mode like this, face is too small. I have to crop in post, which I will lose the resolution actually. So that is not a real 5.3K resolution for me, and the FOV is way too large and the focal distance is way too far, so the 1 R doesn't make fully advantage of the Sony's 1-inch image sensor. So the number 1. Number 2 is the lens cap block the LCD touchscreen, because most of the time I want to vlog with the 1-inch Leica mode. I use the touchscreen to face towards my face, and sometimes to scroll, to change settings, it is just difficult unless I scroll up this protect lens on the 1-inch Leica mode. Some of the metal cage, you have to remove the lens cap, lens to protect lens at first, and rotate back. Yeah, I have also encountered overheating because it is a 5.3K full sensor readout. It must have cost a lot of power, satisfied with the battery life with the boosted battery. And the audio quality, yeah, it's not that great. If you want to use that when you Leica Mode as a vlogging camera, you don't see the real volume. You cannot predict the volume in your camera. So I have to record and play back, listen to the volume from the speaker, and adjust my internal gain. And I also want 1-inch Leica Mode, the core module, to adjust the microphone internal gain internally in the camera. And what stabilization do you want to use with One R 1-inch Leica Mode? Of course, it's a Pro mode, because that is the reason why I purchased the camera with a flow state stabilization. Why do I choose the basic mode? The basic mode is just not great. GoPro did a good job. GoPro directly export as MP4 file with full stabilization and even horizontal lock. But with the Insta360 camera, you're gonna use the app. The Insta360 app is quite amazing, but it is one more step towards the final result. I use the Pro mode, I export in my app, and I use the best result because I want to deliver the best possible content to my channel, to my subscribers. Okay, what hardware software improvement would you like to see in the next generation of the 1-inch Leica Mode? Okay, first, I think it's probably about aperture, because the f3.2 is not big enough. The Ricoh CLD one has one f2.0, that is pretty good enough. Number two, you can adjust the aperture. A camera that with adjustable aperture is the true camera. One is the next generation. The part is the smaller protect lens, because the protect lens is way too large. And the next one is smaller FOV, because currently the FOV is way too large. It's even larger compared with the 4K mode. And with that minimal focal distance, it's just not good enough for our everyday vlog. Actually, this design is very good for action, for sports. But for vlogging, it is just not the best choice. Number 5, better 1-inch sensor. Actually, I want to see the same sensor with the Sony ZV-1. I want a better 1-inch sensor. I don't know which one do you choose in this 1-inch Leica Mode, but for the Sony ZV-1, the 1-inch sensor with DRAM is just amazing. The better readout speed, the better power consumption, and better quality. Next one is better optical design. So people are looking forward to see the dual 1-inch sensor mode from Insta360. I know the optical design is quite difficult. You're gonna have to adapt the triple folded optic system that Ricoh C31 has already adapted. That is quite difficult. And if you want to do full center readout, the heat dissipation, hardware design is also really difficult. What new accessory would you like to see in the One R easy to use? I think I refer to my YouTube channel because I have many co-designed with Ulanzi. So if you Insta360 guys are looking at this video, you're gonna contact Ulanzi guys. These guys, the designer, are just amazing. They have the Ulanzi guy did their job really fast and high quality. So you better contact with these guys. Also, Small Rig is also a very good company. I know that Small Rig designed the metal cage for the One X2. Okay, so go to the next page. Where did you purchase the Insta360 camera? I have purchased on the official store because it's reliable and it's really fast in my country. Where did you first hear about Insta360? It's quite a long story to tell because I was following the JK Liu from the very beginning, even before they have released Insta360 One. So it is about, it's just like expedition, because in the photography expedition I have come across with Insta360 guys. And at that moment, they only have the Insta360, the 4K camera. That's the giant, that is very big, with 2 imaging sensors on the front and back, and with offset. So that's a quite long story, many years ago. And where did you research product before a purchase decision? Of course, the first I will rely on the official introduction, official trailers, and the official introduction page. It's Insta360.com, yeah. I will go through every one of the spec, every one description in the website. And next one is the official YouTube channel, because they will put out some high definition trailers, the advertisement on the YouTube channel. And next one is also some video website. So the YouTube, there are tons of amazing YouTubers. They have uploaded the review video with Insta360 at the first moment it will release the market. Please select 3 factors that has a significant influence on your purchase decision. So for me, that not a recommendation, because I know 360 better than my colleague, my family, and my friends. In customer review or the e-commerce platform, this is really important, because they buy this camera, they complain about this camera, and that is the true opinion from the customers, especially some of the customer review that is negative, that is very useful for you to get on well with the camera before you purchase the Insta360 camera. Also, the influencers review video, such as the Creator Up, 360 Rumors, Ben Claremont, Best 360. Another one of the YouTube channel I highly recommend is the Eat Sleep 360. Richard Hooking did a really good job. Influencers social media posts and are shot with the camera, because the real world sample is really important for the customers to finally make a judgment for their purchase. And the workflow of how to get this result, it's also really important. And of course, the product information, yeah, I have selected this on that. So the customer review, the influencers review, and the influencers, the sample footage, because the influencer will always get the camera ahead of schedule, so you can try the camera. But one of the negative side about the influencers review is that what the influencers get, the products they get is only the prototype. I mean the beta software, the beta firmware. Sometimes with the constant firmware upgrade, the camera got better and better. But if people looking at the influencers' initial review video, sometimes got misled, because we will have a misunderstanding about the camera from the very beginning, because these cameras always have dozens of updates as time goes by. So I will focus on those influencers that keep constantly update videos on Insta360's cameras. So I trust these influencers. So for other influencers that only will make 1 video or 2 videos at the very beginning, sometimes it is not that reliable. Yeah, how likely do you recommend Insta360 One R to others? I wish I could have set to 10, because if I put it to extremely likely, so why should Insta360 make a next generation camera? So of course I would not put that to 10. I would like to put it to 8. There are some negative features for me, and I still want a better camera. But overall, I'm very satisfied with the Insta360 camera. Okay, go to the next page. Which of the following equipment you own? I also own a drone, a GoPro Hero 8 Black, and some mirrorless camera, other action camera, Osmo Pocket. And I used to have Osmo Action, but I got lost. Thank you for taking the survey. Your coupon will be sent within 7 days. So if you like this video, please don't forget to thumb up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. In the future, I'm going to share with you more about my latest experience with the Insta360 cameras. Actually, I have some really great ideas. So stay tuned. See you next time. Bye.